So I fucked up the audio again after doing a 14-minute video. That was fun. Yeah, so another learning lesson. Make sure the wavelengths in your microphone is properly attached, or you have to film for half an hour instead of the 10 minutes that you're supposed to. So so I'm back for talking to the camera, day 5. So I guess like a recap, I was talking about in my other video that I've been thinking a lot about solitude, and mainly from the subject because I was reading the book Digital Minimalism by Cal Newport, and he was talking about how a lot of our time, like walking, exercising, washing the dishes, driving to the shops or the grocery store, it's a lot of our time is distracted by a lot of that space of just solitude is taken up by either music, podcasts, or audiobooks. And I made the effort this afternoon to not listen to an audiobook or a podcast episode or listen to some music, and instead I went on this drive and I did a voice note and just kind of like just obviously monologued about like what I'm currently thinking about, what projects I want to do, things I want to improve in my business, and just how I do things in general. It's like, it was really eye-opening. Like I really got to be able to include this more in, or just make this a habit. Like if I were to go on a run or a walk, like don't listen to music, focus on my breathing. If anything pops up in my head, like I'll still bring my headphones, but at least this way I could record like things that come up. Yeah, so there's that, and the other thing too is like I'm just on day 5 of making these videos, and it's like I look back at the footage and like I see like, what do I want to improve on? Like, how can I make this better? How can I talk better? How can I just improve every time? And like that's now implying into my business, and like what can I do in my business that, like, are there a couple things that I could really hone in on, like my design process, or like how I present my projects, or how I photograph my projects. It's like these like nitpicky things that just like slowly get you to that like 1% better. And it's funny how like I'll read some books and like not really have like a structure or a plan, and I know like I'm learning something, but it's just like I never really had like a proper plan in place. So it was like, and now like making these videos every day, it's really taught me that like, you know, I can be better every time I just apply consistency to it. And now that I'm being more present, I'm journaling a lot more. I'm realizing like a lot like what needs improvement. I definitely want to be a lot more like relaxed when I'm making these videos, because like again, like I film these at like 10-11 o'clock at night, and I'm trying not to talk too loud because again, I'm like in my basement. I'm sorry, if you hear like a buzzing sound in the background, it's like this electric fireplace that I have in the basement. It's super cold down here, so there's that for these videos, because like maybe like I'll bring my camera around and just take a quick video from my walk. Yeah, like I want to be a lot more casual in terms of like a little bit more relaxed and like less tense when filming these videos. And I know I'm gonna get better over time, but it's like, again, like as I mentioned earlier, like my wife and daughter are sleeping upstairs while I film these videos, so I'm trying not to make too much noise. But yeah, it's like, yeah, making these videos have been a great exercise so far, and I'm just in day 5. I wanna run again. Like I took a few weeks off because my dog May, she hurt her back leg, and now she's like limping. We think it's like a muscular thing, but yeah, she hasn't been able to go running with me, and it's like, one, like I love running with her, and 2, like I'd feel bad if I ran without her. So she's resting right now. I'll probably show her in one of these videos. And yeah, like I think I talked about in the last video, I want to make vlogs, like weekly vlogs of just B-roll footage and some voiceover stuff of like what I'm working on, and just like everyday life. Like I want to capture and like document things I think are beautiful. Like there's a couple creators on YouTube right now that are just super inspiring, like, and it's just like the simplest things. Like I'm not looking to like make it like cinematic or anything, but like, yeah, just like kind of like documenting like what I'm working on, like, yeah, I'm just kind of going in that route. And yeah, so we're gonna be working on the renovations in our house soon, and I'm doing all the work, so it's gonna be interesting to see like how I feel at the end of the day, and then I have to film these, so it's gonna be a challenge, but I'm gonna do these 30 days. A video, just me ranting about improving solitude and hoping that I don't overwork myself during this winter. Filming these videos, doing renovations, taking on some other projects. Oh, the other thing too, like, it's just coming to me now because I want to make sure I cover everything that I thought was recorded on the last one, the one I fucked up on. Yeah, so like I was listening to this one podcast yesterday on throwing fits, and they were interviewing the founder of Sporty and Rich, and I found it so interesting that the founder, she started her business off as a mood board, and then turned it into a clothing brand, to a fashion brand. And the first thing that I thought about when she said that was like, I was like, wow, it's kind of like JOWNed, like a mood board turned clothing brand, or brand in general. And it just got me super inspired of like, because I love using Pinterest and building mood boards and certain aesthetics and like these like different worlds, and yeah, it's like it's always intrigued me to just because like I'm currently obsessed